Most men lead lives of quiet desperation. That's a quote paraphrased from Henry David Thoreau. And what it means is that most people live their lives with no direction, no mission, and they're just drifting along with no actual goals or purpose. There's no direction. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find your purpose.
Babe, wake up. Lanik dropped another one.
So, before I get on with the video, I want to quickly explain this concept to you called seasons of life or layers of purpose versus your actual true purpose. So, imagine an onion for me. Now, you know how an onion has all these different layers before you get to the center of the onion? All of these layers of the onion are the layers of your purpose. So, before you can reach that core true purpose, you have to peel back all these layers before you get to the center one. You have to peel back all these layers of purpose in order to get to the central layer, the central core true purpose that you have in your life. Your reason for being on this earth, your reason for having this life. So you need to figure out which layer are you on right now? What is this layer? Figure it out and then peel it back. Move on to the next one. Figure it out and then peel it back until you get to the true core purpose, which is in the middle. Now, with your true core purpose, some people already know what their purpose is. Some people already know what their reason is for being on this earth. I do. And I don't expect you to find that out in this video. You might, based on the tips that I'm going to give you. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world. What you need to focus on is figuring out what layer or what season of life are you in right now. And that's what I'm going to help you do in this video. So, the very first thing that I'm going to say, I kid you not, it is the most basic thing. And if you haven't done it already, what are you doing with your life? Because literally just think about your current hobbies or the current things that you enjoy doing. Maybe you enjoy sewing. I don't know. Maybe you enjoy golf. Maybe you enjoy computers. And this is what you do in your spare time. What do you actually enjoy doing in your spare time? Now, ask yourself, could you imagine doing that 24/7? Do you enjoy it? And does it fulfill you? Do you feel a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment and purpose when you do it? Like, say, for example, you already go to the gym. Do you feel fulfilled when you go to the gym? Do you feel happy? Do you feel content? Do you feel purposeful? Maybe you do. And if you do, maybe that's the current season of life that you're in. Maybe that's the layer of purpose that you need to peel back. Okay, if that didn't work for you, the next point. Stare at your wall and reflect on what I said. Because most people would have just thought about what I said and be like, no, I don't really have any hobbies. No, I don't really do anything in my spare time. No, you do stuff in your spare time, because I can guarantee you're not sitting there doing nothing. I can guarantee this is the first time that you're staring at your wall just because I've told you to. What do you actually do? Do you consume content? What type of content do you consume? If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, what types of entertainment content do you watch? What do you actually find enjoying? Are you watching MMA, but you don't actually partake in any MMA? Why are you watching MMA? Does everyone around you watch MMA? Do you think everyone in the world watches MMA? No. Maybe that's because it's something you enjoy. Maybe that's because it's your layer or your season of life that you're in right now. Maybe it's what you need to be focusing on. Now, the next thing, try new hobbies. So, like I said, maybe you watch content on MMA, and now you're thinking, actually, you know what? Let me try it out. Let me see what I think. Let me see if I enjoy it. Try it out. It's not going to hurt you in any way. It's going to be at no loss to you. And even if it's not your current season of life, and maybe you didn't really click with it like you expected to, you have a new hobby. You did something productive with your time other than just scrolling and wasting more time consuming more content. And the next thing that I have here is learning a new skill. So this is very similar to trying a new hobby. Like training MMA is like it's a hobby and it's a skill, but there's several other skills that you can do. Is there anything that's caught your attention that you've ever thought, oh, actually, you know what, that seems kind of sick? Like programming. Have you ever thought about learning how to program? You ever wondered how like a Chrome browser would work? Someone actually programmed Chrome to work the way that it works. If you, like I said, try a new skill, it's not going to be any negative to you. And even if it doesn't click, try something new. You can always try new skills, and at the end of the day, after you've learned it, if it doesn't click, you've just got another skill under your belt. And that's an asset to you. That's another tool in your toolbox that you can use going on forward. Now, the next piece that I have is consume new content, but intentionally. So this point is, in my opinion, better than the previous two, because with trying a new skill and trying new hobbies, you have to actually go out there and do something. Whereas if you consume new content intentionally, say for example, you watch a content creator making content about MMA, going back to that example, that will already give you the insight in your head while you're watching it, thinking, actually, maybe I would enjoy this. Actually, no, I don't really like the mixed side of martial arts. I think I'd prefer something more like wrestling type, like maybe jiu-jitsu. Brazilian jiu-jitsu might actually be my thing. And this is how you can niche it down to a specific skill or hobby without actually having to do it yourself. But consume content intentionally. Don't just mindlessly consume thinking, oh, let me watch this, let me watch this, let me watch this. What do you already have a little bit of an inclination towards? What are you already curious about? Follow that, and like the whole purpose of this, figuring out what season of life you're in right now, is because you want to actually do something with your life rather than just mindlessly scrolling and consuming content. So intentionally consume content, intentionally look at this and be like, oh, I could do this. Actually, I've always wondered, how do people play golf? Like, it's a silly thing, but in your head, I know you already have an inclination towards one small thing. You've always been curious about one thing. Watch something about it. Learn a little bit more about it and see if it clicks. And if it does, go practice it. Go learn about it. Make it a skill. Make it a hobby. And the next point that I have here is a really big one, actually, in my opinion. Think about what you would do in life if you didn't rely on any of your crutches. Crutches being money, food, water, shelter, intimacy, anything like that. Anything that you rely on. Imagine you have an unlimited supply of it. You don't need anything to live. What would you do with your life? That could actually be, the answer to that question could actually be your true purpose rather than the current layer of purpose that you're in. For me personally, it would be helping people. Actually, like, leaving an impact in someone's life. That, for me, is so fulfilling. It's something I would do for free. Now, luckily, in this day and age, I can charge for it. But I would do it even if I didn't get paid for it. And that's how you can, like, if you wouldn't even get paid for it, if you wouldn't do it in exchange for anything, and you would still do it, literally purely for the thrill of it, that's how you know, hey, that actually might be my purpose. Now, I have two more things here. Journaling, which, again, it's like staring at your wall. All of these things that I've listed here, actually take a moment and spill your thoughts on a page. Think, oh, this. And if you're considering it, if you're thinking about it, write out all the pros or cons, journal about it, meditate on it, and think about it and think, oh, maybe this might actually be better for me. Wait, what does my mum do? What does my dad do? What does my sister do? What are their jobs? Do I like that? Actually, no. I've always wondered how, like, different foods are made. Maybe I like cooking. And this is what I want you to journal about. I want you to be really introspective when it comes to your purpose, because the only person who can tell you what your purpose is you. Everything that I'm telling you here is things that will help you figure it out. I can't tell you this is what your purpose is. You need to figure it out. Journaling is like having an extra brain. You just can spill all your thoughts on the page, and maybe something might come out of it. And finally, the final point that I have here, again, is stare at a wall. Because I know you haven't done it yet. Stare at your wall for an hour, not even an hour, half an hour tops, and just think, what do I actually like doing? What do I actually enjoy? Most people these days, I ask them, what are your hobbies? And they're like, oh, I just watch TikTok, watch movies. And they're just leading lives of quiet desperation. They're not doing anything. But what content are you consuming? What movies do you enjoy? What concepts intrigue you? Everyone has something that intrigues them. So figure out what it is for you. Anyways, that's it for today. Click the link in description if you want to see more of me, and like, comment, subscribe if you like the video, and support a small, unconventional YouTuber. Catch you guys in the next one.